What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the AM, guys. Welcome back to 5 Minute Rants. I'm your host, Michael Abernathy, and welcome back to the show predicated on the journey of life and business. I hope you're doing well. Hope life is treating y'all good. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for partnering with me to help spread the word and help share the show. And I really appreciate the support. Anyways, guys, I want to talk about knowing your role. And I think it's very important to know what role you're filling in life in different areas, because if you know what your job is and you know the work you should and shouldn't do, then you're going to be successful at whatever you do. And what I mean by role is this: what job are you filling in the moment? So for instance, when I'm coming home from work and I'm with my wife, it's just me and her, I'm a husband. I'm also a friend. And if I know the work that I need to do as a husband, if I know the work and responsibilities that I need to do there, if I know the work and responsibilities that I need to do as a friend, I'm going to be a successful husband, right? I'm going to be able to actually be the man that my wife needs me to be, to lead the household and then to take care of things on my side of the partnership, right? Because she has her responsibilities, she has her roles. The same thing goes for my job in the company as a CEO, to know what my role is, and then I'm able to do the work that I need to do. Now, here's the cool thing. If you do not know your work, you are not going to be successful at what you do. But if you know your work, you are going to be very successful at what you do. If you know what you should do, then you're able to actually accomplish and be successful in life in the role that you're filling. And this is really important. It's really important to know this, and it's really important to understand this. And so it's very easy in a job to understand what your role is and what your responsibilities. Normally, the person in charge, your leader or your team lead or the person above you, they've made a list of responsibilities and boundaries for you within that job. They include the type of work you should do. It includes quality of the work and the decisions. It includes all different aspects. And here's where it gets fuzzy. When we get outside of our jobs, we don't have somebody else telling us what we should do. So nobody's made a list of responsibilities for how you be a father, for how I be a father, for how I be a friend, for how I be a husband, right? Nobody's made a list of responsibilities for how I just be a normal member of society. Like I walk out my front door and then I walk down to, the park or the grocery store. Nobody's made a list of responsibilities that I'm responsible for when interacting in normal society. And this is where things, again, like I said, for most people get fuzzy and either get hard or difficult. And the reason why is because we don't understand the role we're trying to fill. We don't know that there's a different. We just think, hey, I'm going to show up to my job, then I'm coming home. And we don't realize we're actually swapping and switching between job positions and work. And then when we haven't realized that, we're actually not going to write out or list out the work that needs to be done. I've got to list out the work that needs to be done as a father. I've got to list out the work that needs to be done as a friend. I've got to list out my responsibilities and work that need to be accomplished as a husband, right? And it's so important for me to do that, because how do I know if I'm winning or losing? How can I measure myself? How can I actually measure and say, am I being a healthy partner to my wife? Am I being a good friend? Am I being a good father? How can I measure those things if I don't have clear lists and boundaries and responsibilities in that list? And I'm responsible for that. I'm responsible for marking those out. My life is uniquely my own. My relationship with my wife is uniquely ours. From my side, it's unique. And then from her side, it's unique. Even my partnership to her and her partnership to me is different than each other's. And it is my responsibility to write those out, to talk with her, discuss. It's the same thing in partnership. Andrew and I, today had a partnership conversation about better defining our partnership, better defining our roles, responsibilities, how it breaks, and moving through all of that. And that's healthy. That's healthy as partners. It's also just a healthy practice in general, because, for instance, what are your responsibilities if an emergency happens in society, right? Like you're standing there, a building catches on fire. What's your responsibility as just somebody who is in society? What's your responsibility to be a healthy member, a productive member, somebody who adds to society and doesn't just detract from it? What is your responsibility? Just stand there and watch, not help? I don't know. It might be that, maybe situationally. But if you're not thinking about it, at the very minimum, when the time comes to do something, you'll fail to act, and then you'll normally end up failing within your role. And this is how everything works. If you want to get promoted at work, learn the role that you want to get promoted to, learn those responsibilities, and then start talking to your peers about it. Get the skill sets needed and acquired for it. So anyways, I'm out of time, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.